came around to say hello. One, I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razer 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
I would just say that repulsion should also have shown when there were violent incidents earlier on. And I would actually say that I condemn violence today. I condemned the violence that when it happened earlier. It is party agnostic, Faizan Kidwai. In your case, it is party specific, and that is where Anand Ranganathan the problem lies. They couldn't see the truth earlier. Suddenly, they think everything is the responsibility of the government. Earlier, there was probably no government because they didn't blame anyone. They didn't find it difficult to live in India at that time when women were being raped and murdered. Not one word.
Good evening, Navika. I'm speaking after 33 minutes, so may I please request the courtesy of a couple of minutes of uninterrupted time from my fellow panelists. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. And is there any doubt that had the TMC spokesperson, Mr. Manav Jaiswal, who's walked out, had he a real stone in his hands, he would have thrown it at Riju Datta, his erstwhile compatriot. This is the kind of violence that was mainstreamed and normalized for the last 15 years. Look at him walking away. Look at him abusing Riju Datta. But it's not the TMC that's abusing it. What I'm disappointed by is Faizan Bhai, when he says that Riju Datta, in addition to showering abuse at him and being sarcastic, saying he's not blowing a whistle, but blowing the dust off the feet of his political masters. That is what Faizan Bhai said. I want to ask him a very simple question. Faizan Bhai, your current compatriot and Samajwadi Party spokesperson is Ghanshyam Tiwari. Few years ago, he was from Aam Aadmi Party and he was in RJD. Do you think currently he is blowing the dust off the feet of Akhilesh Yadav? Answer yes or no. If you have the guts.
No. I have the guts. I'm responding.
Bolo.
I'm responding.
Over
dramatic mat hoiye. Over dramatic mat hoiye. ये बालाजी का शो नहीं चल रहा है, ये नाविका का शो चल रहा है. आप मेरी बात सुनिए, मैं आपको हर बात का जवाब दूंगा. कोई भी देखिए, आप आम आदमी से आने की बात कर रहे हैं, तो जरा साइड में देखिए, वहां भी आपको आम आदमी के एक्स मेंबर दिखेंगे. तो क्या, अरे, people might have a change of heart, especially when a party is not in power.
Sir, when a party is not allowed to have a change of heart, everybody else is allowed to have a change of heart. Well, you know, point proved. कि Riju Datta, you don't have the freedom, you don't have Article 19, you don't have a right to choose the party. Yes, Anand, complete your point before I get in Riju Datta.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this, Navika. Now just give me a minute, because if Kapil Sibal was not a shameless hypocrite that he is, and he says that after witnessing such attacks,
learned man that he is.
Hypocrite. If Mr. Kapil Sibal was not a hypocrite that is, I excuse for the word shameless, I remove it temporarily. If he was not the hypocrite that he is, and he said, I would have been living in another country witnessing this, he would have been in Timbuktu by now. Because Pitti, Karnal, Raurkela, Hyderabad, Delhi, his own house. And I'm just counting the virulent, violent attacks by Congress workers on Congress leaders, where he stayed silent. I'm not even coming to the violent, murderous attacks on BJP and other Karyakartas of CPIM who were murdered, 320 in number, that he kept quiet. What is he talking about? The problem is not that everyone does not condemn. Everyone must unequivocally condemn any violent attack, including me, including Rijuda, including Faizan Bhai. But the problem is selectivity. Kapil Sibal wants to leave India because he's witnessed this shameless attack, but he was staying merrily in India after witnessing attack by Congress leaders on his own house, after witnessing an attack by 17 Congress leaders.